Hey guys, what's going on? Tom here, and welcome to another video. And today in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I clone Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So, what you need in order to clone Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon is an action replay, and you'll see it on the screen right now. What this action replay does is it allows you to clone Pokemon through a computer program. With this computer program, you can also make Pokemon shiny, you can adjust their EVs, you can max out items, and stuff like that. But for today, I'm just going to show you guys how to use it to clone Pokemon. So, with this, you get a cable, the power save itself, and a code inside of the box. I don't have the box anymore because I got this a few years ago, but you get a code inside the box that allows you to register the product when you download the program, which the download link is inside of that box as well. So when you get your power save, do not throw out the box. I will leave links down below on where you can purchase this thing as well. So with this, you can clone Pokemon out the wazoo. Like seriously, like with this one, with X and Y and ORAS, you used to only be able to do 12 at a time. And this one, you could do over 30 Pokemon at a time. 30 Pokemon at a time, and that's no joke. This is how I do it. So many other YouTubers do it. Unfortunately, right now it is locked behind a paywall, the codes for a limited amount of days, but sometime I think mid-January the codes will be unlocked for everyone who owns a power save. So as of recording this video, the codes are locked behind a point microtransaction system for like $1. So it's not too bad, but eventually they will be open to the public. So just check out their website, make sure all is good in there, and then you guys can get your codes. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna clone my Solgaleo, and I'm gonna do it this way to show you guys that when you clone, it will override everything inside of the box. So keep that in mind when you're cloning. Make sure the box is empty before you clone, because all of these Pokemon, when I clone Solgaleo, are gonna be overwritten with Solgaleo. And then when I use another code, all of my Cosmogs in this box will also be overwritten with Solgaleo. So just keep that in mind. You can lose Pokemon through this method. You can, if you're not careful. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna clone Solgaleo. So in order to clone with this power save, you have to have the Pokemon you want cloned in the first spot. We'll also make this shiny just for fun. Just for funsies. Once you make it shiny, it's not tradable, but for funsies, we'll make it shiny. Why not? And yeah, so you have to have it in slot 1, box 1. So we have it in slot 1, box 1. So we're gonna exit out of our PC and we're gonna save the game. So you're gonna save the game and then you have to take out the game. And when I showed you guys the action replay, what you do after is you can power off your DS, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna power it off. Power off, and now it is off. And we are going to switch over to the program. Okay, so we are now at the program screen, and if you guys want to see how this works again, you take your power save, which I unplugged, so I'll have to plug it back in order to make it work here, but you take your game and your power save, and you insert it like you would a regular game. And once you hear the click, the game is in. So now I'm going to take the cord here, plug it in to the power save. It'll take a second, and now it reads it. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. So now we are in business. So this power save is actually very useful because it also saves up backups. So if you ever want to revert back to a save, you can. It saves it every time you plug it in. So you can just, let's say you want to revert back to the one I had yesterday. Click restore, done. It'll back it up. And you can also back up your game right now if you really so choose. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to codes over here. And you have a bunch of options for codes. You have item codes, miscellaneous codes, so you can cache Pokebeans and all of that stuff. Language modifiers, you can change the language. But for now, what we're going to be focusing on is Pokemon codes. So we're going to click Pokemon codes, and it has a shiny Pokemon code. Turn the Pokemon box 1, slot 1 shiny. Sure. You could also unshiny it if you don't want it to be shiny. So we'll make it shiny just for funsies. Why not? So all you do is you check it off and then click apply. I think you can do multiple codes at once, but I like to do it this way, just one at a time, just to make sure I don't have to come back in and do it all over again. So we're making it shiny just because we can. One Once you make Solgaleo shiny though, he's not tradable. Just keep that in mind. You cannot trade it after it becomes shiny. So then we go into cloning Pokemon codes. And these are the options. You can either clone it once, 1 to 2. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can clone a whole box. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to clone the whole box. And now we'll have a whole box of Solgaleo. So this is how I do all my Wonder Trade streams. The RGTSs I do on streams as well. This is how I do it. I take this, I clone it out a bunch of times. And then I start trading. But I don't make them shiny usually, because usually they don't work. So now it's right in the cartridge and now it works. So now the cool part about this is you can clone another 30 by clone all Pokemons from box 1 to 2. So that means it'll take all the Pokemon that we just cloned, all 30 that we just cloned, and clone it into box 2. So now you have 60 Pokemon in the matter of 2 clicks. And this is great for either Wonder Trading good Pokemon. So if you want to like clean up the Wonder Trade a bit, this is a good way of doing it. It's great for Wonder Trade streams, RGTS streams, if you want an extra copy of your shiny to trade your friend, or if you want to do the GTS in order to complete your Pokedex. So that's a great way of doing it. So now that we're done, we are done cloning, and that is it. You can now just remove the game, just like that. You don't have to click no button. You just remove the game like that and put it back in your DS. And we will now go switch over to the game. Okay guys, so we are now back in the game, and we are going to open up our PC box and check out our Pokemon. So there you have it. We cloned shiny Solgaleo. So we have all 30 here, all the same, exactly the same. We go over to the next box, exactly the same. Now, the only thing with Solgaleo shinies, you can't trade them, which kind of sucks, but I mean, you know what? He looks kind of cool. So that's it, guys. That is how you clone Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon. This also doesn't ban you, doesn't get you any trouble. If you try to trade Solgaleo, it'll just say there's something wrong with your Pokemon, you can't trade it. I'll show you guys that right now just to show you guys that you won't get banned for it. I guess in the old games you used to be able to clone Pokemon through GTS if you shut your game off at a certain time. That unfortunately gets you banned now, so you can't do it that way anymore. And this is a much more efficient way. 15 bucks for this thing. This thing is very useful. I use it all the time, so I got my money's worth. It's great if you just want some shiny Pokemon and you don't want to spend hours hunting for them. Stuff like that. Some people don't like this thing. It's Pokemon. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm just going to show you guys that you won't get banned for trading shiny Solgaleo. You won't get in any trouble for owning it. I've had Lunala shiny since like week 1. You don't get in trouble for it. So I'm just going to show you guys that right now. And you also don't get banned for trading shiny Pokemon because I trade shiny Pokemon that I cloned all the time. So it seems there is a problem with the Pokemon. Done. That's it. And then I'll be able to Wonder Trade. See, I'm not banned. I'll go Wonder Trade another Pokemon and show you guys that I'm not banned. I'm not in any trouble. You can't get in trouble with this, which is great. Where did I put it? I had more Solgaleos. Oh, I got more Pokeboxes. Cool. You have 32 now? I like it. I like it. I had extra Solgaleos. Where did I put them? Where did I put the... here we go. So here's the regular one. And we'll trade that. And I'll show you guys that I'm not in trouble. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope this helps some of you guys out. Some of you guys may utilize this method. Some of you guys may not. I utilize this method all the time. It's great. It works fantastic. Works every time. If you mess it up, if you pull the game out too early, you have a backup of the game. And you can just revert back to your original save when you plugged it into this thing. It's really hard to mess it up. It's really hard to mess it up. I've never broken my game with it. I haven't done none of that, so it's good. It's a great method. I use it all the time, and as you can see, I'm not in trouble. Trading Pokemon, no problem. I got myself a Goomy now. All is good. So thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys would, please leave a like down below if this helped you out. Leave a like down below. If you didn't like it and think I'm a cheater, leave a dislike down below. It does the exact same thing as a like, so I'm good with both. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys next time on another Pokemon video. Goodbye.